Welcome guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Alex Righetti, a natural landscape photographer. Uh, nice to meet you, since this is my first video, so I don't know how correctly approach you, but well, I just want to share with you some experience here doing photography in the forest nearby my house, so I hope you enjoy. And now let's get a little brief walk on the asphalt before the start the trail here. And I actually found a really nice, interesting spot where there's a river with nice rocks and leaves, and I think that some really nice long exposure or nature shot there could be amazing. So I just want to you enjoy with me today, and please, if you didn't do it yet, check my description, click my link below and see if you like my photos. I have already a website, mostly landscape and nature photography, but I do also some street photography in the past, a lot of street photography. So now we have started the trail. I start to lower the voice since there are a lot of wild animals here. I don't want to disturb them, and also I would like to see them if possible. Mostly wild boar or roe deer, but well, let's see what could come out. So guys, enjoy the view in the next few seconds. So see you in a while. Bye. So guys, here we are. We have finally arrived, and this is the spot I was talking about. As you can see here, there's some rotten tree. Some tree there has a barrier, and well, this is a really nice spot for nature photography. I think it really worth the time. Now, let's find a place to frame my composition and see you in a while. I hope so, guys. I'm almost ready. Just set the camera here, the adaptive filter, and the polarizer. I usually tend to shoot always with the polarizer on. This time I didn't bring the square filter since I don't have a rush to change anything in the camera quickly, so I will take my time. And I have other ND circle filter, so possibly if I need them. Now the light here is not so high, so possibly I can do some relatively long exposure with this polarizer on. If it is not enough, I will put another circular ND filter on top of the circular polarizer. I'm not particularly wide, so it's not a problem. I'm not gonna get vignette or anything like this. Just I didn't want to bring square filter with me today, so it was much more lighter to bring. Now I'm checking here. I don't know if you can see, but there are some nice leaves on top of it. I will try to find a nice composition when they're moving. Hopefully I can get a nice shot before they will go too far away. Let's check. So guys, I'm not having luck. This pattern of leaves are pretty bad indeed. They don't make circular pattern, but they do more trails. They leave trails on the surface, and I don't like how they appear in the final images. So what I'm trying to do now is I don't know if you can see my setup. I have a circular polarizer, and on top of it I have a ND filter. So I have two filters, one stuck to another, and I will try to make a little bit longer exposure, like 40 or 50 seconds, and let's see, maybe with a longer exposure I can get a bit more movement, because the problem is, I don't know if you can see here, but what I have is that this pattern actually is straight pattern, and I don't like how it's appearing in the pictures. I'm supposed to have more circular ones in order to maybe get well, more interesting pictures overall. I see, because in a very slow time rate, they do circular movement, but it takes like minutes and it's too much for me. I have to find another solution, otherwise I will redirect my session today to another type of images and not following anymore the trade, since I cannot find any interesting frames so far here. Let's try another attempt and see you later. Guys, after 50 seconds of exposure I got something more interesting, but I didn't stop here. Honestly, I, I had a 6-stop filter and I substitute the 3-stop that I had. So I'm currently doing now almost 8-minute exposure. This is an incredibly long exposure. The battery is still fine, so it shouldn't be a problem. By the way, if you need to calculate the long exposure, there's this app which is ND Filter, which is incredibly useful. I suggest you to download if you plan to do a lot of long exposure, because it calculates exact time according to the filter that you put on the camera, and it's incredible. Now I'm at 6 minutes and 50 seconds yet, so this is gonna be quite a long wait. I ended this endless shot for 8 minutes. Anyway, in this 8 minutes of shot, I saw that leaves on here, on this spot where I had a camera set, moves a lot. So possibly I could have get something interesting. Who knows? I will see later on. So guys, I have to say it was completely a failure. This very long exposure was not useful at all, because I suppose that being the pattern of the leaves very slow, 8 minutes should have been good, but the problem is it was too much. It was too much, and I've got basically all flat surfaces with no leaves at all visible, and not so interesting overall. So I completely changed my focus now. In the meanwhile, when I was waiting this for 8 minutes, there was a little fox that crossed nearby here, but she didn't notice me. I tried to be as fast as possible to take the camera, but she was already gone. She was just sneaking around, finding something to eat, probably. Coming back to the photo session today, I completely changed my subject. As you can see here, I set up the camera nearby the border of the water line here in the rocks, because actually create a really nice stripes, sort of. I don't know how to explain in English. However, the patterns of the rocks actually are quite interesting for me, because it creates nice guidelines that go directly into the water, when there's this border that is actually full of these little leaves that stand there and stick to the rock itself. Now I will try to take some shots here, and in case, if everything is good, we'll show you in a while. Okay? See you guys. Thanks to be here, yeah. Ooh, not bad. I took this shot and I honestly really like it. Really like it. I want to show you. It's a very simple shot. I just like to follow this line that make a sort of S in the frame, so it make more like artistic effects. I don't know how to explain. I took a couple of shots, one with the polarizer and one without polarizer, or at least one with the effect of the polarizer on, another with the effect of the polarizer off. So I try to rotate a little bit the filter. I would like to show you the differences. So here we are. This is the first one with no polarizer filter, and I took a second shot with the polarizer. Honestly, I have to check this later on on the computer in order to see which actually might be better. So meanwhile, some leaf just flew away and drift upwards. Now I will spend a little bit more time here. So for me, what? Let me check. The focus, great. I will spend a little bit more time here in order for me to check maybe something more accurately, and stay tuned guys, because might be something still interesting come out. So guys, I think I'm done here. I just took the last shot, and I will show you here in the end of this video. It's really cool actually, and it's time for me now to pack my stuff and starting to come back. It's like almost half an hour of walk to the car, so now I'm pretty satisfied, because in the end, after all this morning spent and 8 minute shot, I was still managed to get a really interesting images in the end, and I honestly pretty satisfied. So even if I can get a couple of shots from that spot there, it could be amazing. So thanks to be here guys, thanks to have joined me today, and I really hope you like this little exploration in the nearby forest of Portugal. And why not, I hope to make another video soon, and stay tuned. If you like this video, please follow me and click in the link below. I'm open to suggestion. If you have any suggestion to improve the channel, please just write in the comment below, and feel free to comment. Thanks a lot, and see you soon. Bye. In the end, I decided to give a chance to the image depicting leaves trails on the water pond. Sadly, the result in my mind was not what I expected to be. I had to merge 6 different images with leaves in different positions in order to get this result, which in spite could work for someone, it doesn't work for me. Something too artificial that I'm not used to. I like my images to be simple, and this, and only this, it is the main reason why I fell in love with the second images. A nice, intimate shot that in spite its simplicity makes me feel reconnected with nature, something I always look for during my photo session in nature and landscape photography.